Okay, I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and put on the drawbar bracket. I still don't have the lower one on yet, but I'll add that at the end of this video. On this bracket, this is not the original one from the tractor because it was broken. I had this one that I purchased back when I had the 861. I don't remember exactly why I had that one. I think maybe because I had to replace the lower bracket and I got this in like a package deal. On these brackets, there are 3 different ones of these. And the way you can tell them is this area right here. And I'll show a picture of what the 861 looks like and you can really see the difference. The row crop models and the 600 and even like the Jubilee and the 8N can all technically run this one. However, the row crop has one specific difference. But for that, for the row crops, the 600, Jubilees, all that, if you'll notice, this distance here is really short. It's about an inch tall. On the 861, that's a lot bigger. And I may have actually mentioned that in the comparison video side by side. Now for the row crop, there's these little ears on the back. That's where the check chain's hooked to. On the 600 model, this is not there. Same with the 800. They're just straight across right through here instead of being curved with the check chain. So that's the differences on them. But go ahead and just slide this up there. Get these bolts put in it. And one other thing I want to mention, I did not get a drawbar with the tractor because being a row crop, the drawbar is actually like a 90-degree drop. I did find one. It's pretty rough shape. It's pretty rusty and pitted, but I'm going to clean it up and I'll have it on here, you know, just for like video purposes and everything. We pretty much have nothing that runs a drawbar. We have our trailer on our 8N that we just use an 11-hole drawbar, but we never use the actual drawbar, the swinging drawbar with the tractors. So it'll be pristine if I ever need it, but that's down the road. Alright, for torquing these down, they're 7/16 bolts, so I'm going to torque them to 45 foot-pounds. And like everything else in a cross pattern. Okay, and there's a little video picture, or whatever you want to refer to it as, of the bracket finally installed. And some eagle eyes might notice that these bolts are different. They are different because I actually bought a, I guess you call it a grab bag of bolts from a guy who parts out tractors. Is actually the same guy I got my transmission from, as well as a lot of my other parts. Well, he ended up parting out a 64 4000 row crop tractor, so I took all the bolts, so now I got original bolts back in there, and I just didn't have time to replate them, so I just wire wheeled them. They'll be painted blue anyway, so I'm not worried about that. And here's the 861 drawbar. As you can see, this distance here is way larger. Of course, this one's dirty, you know, because these tractors get used. But you can surely tell the difference there, and you can't really see it too much. But if you notice back here, there is no hook for the check chain. The check chain instead attaches way up top here. And the bracket only 4000 has this cut out and everything, because like I say, this upper section here is the same for the 600 models. Just the bottom is riveted on different for the row crop. Okay, so we're getting ready to put on the lower half or second part of the swinging drawbar. We have our 2 drain plugs on the rear center. Then back here at the rear there's 4 bolt holes. And there's also a 5th right here, which is like a locating hole, but don't worry about it. These 4 holes is where we're going to put this drawbar bracket. And now we're going to torque all 4 of these bolts to 100 foot-pounds. Alright, so now the last part to installing the drawbar is to install the drawbar. And this is going to slide into here. You go back there into the bracket underneath the tractor. You can install it at that distance, or you can push it further back in to about that distance. Because you have 2 holes in the bar. So there's my pin. That was all. This is an original one I sandblasted and replated. However, I did have to get a new clip. So you're going to stick that pin up from the bottom in through the bar. And then your clip is going to slide into the very top. Now your drawbar is installed. And of course it can swing however you need it to go. But for now I'm just going to leave mine right there.